Don't mind the noise. I'm eating my breakfast. Say hello if you're here, because I can't see anything on StreamYards. I think I'm live. It says end stream at the top. Jonathan! Hello! Love you. You're my most favorite guy. You're such a sweetie. I'm glad you're here. You might be the only one here. I had to run out today and buy my husband a birthday cake because I forgot his birthday. And I don't know how I forgot it, because my ex-husband, my current husband, and my grandson's birthday is all on the same day. But I did forget. So I went out and bought him a chocolate truffle cake, which he loves. He loves chocolate, so he's going to like that. Whoever's in here, say hello. Anyone can come up on panel if you want. Let me see if I can remember how to put hi Jason. How are you doing? I was in Scott's and I told him about that time you were snoring on my live stream. So I hope that didn't bother you. It happened. But look, I've been known to snore in a Discord call, so, which I'm not really ashamed of. No, I just wanted to let you know that I spilled the beans about that time you were snoring. Actually, I didn't hear you snoring. Someone told me that you were snoring, and then I went back and listened, and oh, yes, you were. Cass, hi, darling. I forgot. You know what? I don't feel so bad because last year he forgot my birthday. And that night I went into his room and I said, in our room, and I said, did you forget what day it is today? And he goes, oh, no. I said, yeah, it's my birthday. Hi, Behavin'. Good to see you. Are you guys having fun? I hope so. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Well, some people are afraid to say hello to certain people in here, and I'm not, so it is what it is. But next week should be fun. Oh, you're not there yet? Okay. I find it super hard texting when I'm in the car. So what we usually do when we go to our house is we listen to Mr. Ballin, or we listen to stories, like channels that tell stories and stuff. So it passes the time, Sweet wheat. Hello, darling. Oh, let me give you a wrench. I think I have to do that I have to do that on YouTube. Let me give you a wrench. I don't want anybody doing anything nasty to you. So here we go. Let me see. never find anything. Let me see. Oh, okay, there I am. Yep, there I am. Let me see you. Oh, there you are. Mm, add as moderator. There you go. Now you have a blue jacket on. I don't know why. I must have sweated a lot in my bed last night because I'm sitting in my bed right now. Oh, that's sweet, Jason. I don't want anyone bashing her either in here. She's my friend, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. So it is what it is. I'm glad you're what? Oh, thank you, sweet wheat. Yeah, I think I told Scott that I was going to go live, but Phil said, all 3 days? I said, oh, hell no. Not 3 days in a row. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Good, Jason. I don't I don't want that to happen in here, especially to behaving. Um, but I know I'll probably get bashed for it. So who will? You know, you know what I mean? Jelly beans. I don't really care. So I went out and got a chocolate truffle cake for my husband, and she first of all, the lady said, "Well, we can't," because I wanted them to write "Happy Birthday" to my husband on it, and she said, "We can't do it on a chocolate truffle cake." I said, "Oh, why not?" She said, "Because you won't see the writing." I said, "Why not? Don't you have like different color writing?" And she said, "Oh, well, look, I'll try." So she tried and it came out beautifully. It was chocolate truffle cake and she put it in yellow writing. So I don't know why she said she couldn't do it, but I'm glad I persisted because otherwise I would have just taken it home and done it myself. But my hand's not as steady as theirs. So you like Jolly Rancher? Wait a minute. Let me see. What are you saying? You like Jolly Rancher instead of jelly bean? Hmm. I like jelly beans. Oh, so anyways, we went out for dinner last night, and I got so sick, and all I ate was, what did I eat? I ate shrimp, but it was spicy shrimp. So in the middle of dinner, I said, "We have to go home." I said to my husband, "We have to go home," and he goes, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't feel good." So I felt bad that I made him go home early. Thank you. He's at work right now. He's working his butt off. And it's my sister in law's big birthday party this weekend. So it's going to be fun. Everybody's going to be there. So it's going to be a big party. Her daughter, she's only got two daughters. So her two daughters and her son in laws got together and put together a birthday party for her. So we are going to go to that next weekend. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to think of what I can get her for her birthday. I have to get something, but my husband said, well, we could get flowers. I don't think flowers is a good idea. Or we could, I don't know what he said, plant, you know, something. But I'm sure between now and Sunday, I'll think of something. So thank you, behaving. I appreciate that. Oh, Jonathan, you're such a sweetheart. Pictures from younger years. I'd have to get those. That I think that's what the daughters are gonna. Hi, Andy Cruz. How are you doing? Calls it out. Wait, Andy Cruz calls it out. Is that what you called your channel? Wait, let me see. Go to channel. What have you been calling out? Anything good? I would give you a wrench. I have to be. I've been like a little, you know, kind of. I know you. I know you're a good guy. Um, Let me wait a minute. You don't need one. I'll probably give you one. I will probably give you one, Andy, because you've always been super good to me, even when I was being called out for, all kinds of crap. So yeah, I think I will give you a wrench. I can always take it away, right? Who's in here? Who just came in here? Wait a minute. Purple Iris. Hello. How are you? There's wasps getting in this old house in here. And if I get stung again, that's going to be, those things hurt like a mm, mm. They really hurt when they sting. One time I got stung by a wasp and it left a damn bruise on my leg. It was so sore for like a week. I swear to God, it left a bruise. I don't know if it was just because of the sting, but it left a bruise on my leg and it hurt. Oh my gosh, did it hurt? So now when I hear, because it bunts, there's a little, this is an old house that we don't own this house. We're renting this house, but we have to go back and forth to Pittsburgh because my husband's still working in Pittsburgh. So there's a little hole in the window, in the corner of the window, and they get in through there. So there must be a nest or something outside. But I got stung once and I don't want to get stung again because it hurts. And I'm a big baby. I am a big baby when it comes to skin, bee stings and wasp stings. I think wasp stings hurt worse than bee stings, to be honest. Oh, Cass, what are we talking about here? Wait, I gotta read. I gotta pay attention here. You do what you want. My husband still doesn't believe me. I keep hearing like footsteps and stuff like that. It's really creepy. Yeah, well, they're still around. Um, I don't know if they're going to follow us because that's what they say sometimes, that ghosts follow you. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Um, I don't know what it says. Can't you make it bigger? Jason, it's been so long. It says better with YouTube, something. I don't know. I don't remember, Jason. I do not remember. I barely know how to go live anymore, to be honest with you. I brought my laptop upstairs, and I used to go live on my laptop, but I couldn't find a lot of stuff on my laptop because I wasn't on my laptop for a year. You're, what does it say, Cass? Because I can't read it. It's too blurry. I have an appointment tomorrow to get my eyes checked again because I really I don't I'm not seeing my eye doctor said I need to get my cataracts removed, a sign of old age. But I saw what happened when my husband boomer with two when my husband got his cataracts removed. Ugh, I'll tell you what, when I get mine removed, I'm going for everything that they can give me to take away the hi Ash, um, to take the pain away. He wouldn't take anything. I think he just took a couple of like pills or something. Not me. She'll give me whatever you have. Take the pain away. I don't like pain. I had enough pain when I was going through my surgeries. I am not going through it again. So anyways, all I wanted to say was um really I came live today just to say I actually didn't say anything. If anyone has a problem with my friendships on here, just keep it to yourself because I don't want to hear about it. Carla is one to blaming it. What? Wait a minute. I don't understand that, Jonathan. I like glazed strawberry. I've been eating these muffins, but they're not agreeing with me. I don't know what's wrong with me anymore. There's so many things that don't agree with me, but I think that's from when I had my surgery and stuff. But the last time I had my CT scan, he said he didn't want to see me for a year. So I think that's good news because they called me the very next day and said they found something in my lung. So they said, go see we'll send your results to your PCP. So they sent it to him. So I took my husband. I said, come with me because I was scared it was like lung cancer or something. So we went and he said, oh, that's just whatever. It's nothing to worry about. And I said, you would tell me if it was something to worry about, wouldn't you? Oh, he said, yeah, of course. So he didn't want to see me for 3 months. So I breathed a sigh of relief with that one too. Because whenever, you do a CT scan, that shows everything, right? So I was kind of worried because they called me the very next day. I was like, oh God. Because usually when they call me from the hospital or doctor's office, it's not good news. So, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, it is what it is. If you're sick and you take care of it. But, it's still disconcerting. What? Oh, Jason, just don't listen. I don't. Do you think ugh, I've gone through the ringer on YouTube? Do you think I listen? I could care less because I've got stuff on other people on here. So, you know, I've got stuff on people too. People got stuff on me. Yeah. I haven't been, I'll tell you what, I haven't been perfect. I haven't been good. I've done some things I'm ashamed of, but you know, I'll do what I want when I want. I'll talk to who I want when I want. And if people don't like it, oh well. And that's all I've got to say about it. The end. How long have I been on here? 20 minutes. That's it. So we got the internet at our house in, where we're living near New York. No. Oh, Pepperidge Farms. I might have, Jason, because my husband went out one time and bought a whole bunch of Pepperidge Farm cakes. So I might have, but I don't remember it. I don't remember it if I did. Oh, there. You're going live in 2 weeks? Hmm. Interesting. Do you have a subject? Yeah, well, I forgot his birthday, so I kind of felt bad. So I went out and got him a cake. And I know he'll like it because he likes chocolate. I'm not crazy about chocolate. I'm not a chocolate person. I mean, I'll have spurts where I do like it, but he loves chocolate. So I eat muffins. That's about it. My mom used to make us chocolate layer cakes, and she used to put strawberry jam in the middle. I love those. Those were good. I don't, well, it has a lot of icing on, well, it has icing on top, Jonathan, and it's got truffles, real truffles on top. So he'll like it. He loves chocolate. So he's a chocoholic. I'm not. I'm not crazy about chocolate, but so anything new with you guys? I know Behaven's going to the beach with the little one. Uh, Jonathan, you're my buddy. Jonathan's my good buddy. Chocolate moo. I don't even know what that is, Jonathan. Oh, Debbie has a cosmic. Gemma, hi, sweetheart. How are you? So glad to see you. I don't know if Ginger knows I went live or not because I really didn't. It was like a spur of the moment thing. It's at Publix. Cosmic brownie ice cream cake. I don't know what that is. Andy Cruz. Every time I read your name, I think you're going to call me out for something. Oh boy, what did I do now? I'm actually, ever since we got that Tubi, like I downloaded Tubi, and we've got, what's the other one? Let me see what the other one is. Pluto TV. Uh-oh. Shoot. Damn it. Oh, there I am. I couldn't find myself. What I did have this, not this weekend, but the weekend before, was Mr. Fulton. Hello. You were getting a wrench. There you go. You have a wrench now, Mr. Fulton. Mr. Fulton's a good guy. Um, See, I remember things. I'm not that senile yet. I'm not that senile yet. I might make my sister-in-law um, some towels that she can hang on her oven thing, but I have to look through all my stuff that I've already made because I've made so many stuff that I have bins and bins and bins and bins and bins full of stuff. And that I didn't even realize how much stuff I've made. I've made so much stuff. So I'm probably going to go through that before I make anything else because I've gone through so many things. Every time I made something, I used to send it, I used to make it for someone, and then if I didn't send it, I would put it in one of these, these big plastic containers, and so yeah, whatever. So that's what I might do for her. I might, because I think she would appreciate something like that I made more than, flowers or whatever. And it takes me like half a day to make those towel things. I'm just reading the chat. Sorry if there's a dead spot here. I'm reading the chat. You know, it's good to be on my panel because nobody can tell me what to do, when to do it, and who I can talk to and who I can't talk to. I've got shit on people too that I've never put out there. So, and some of it I will never put out there. And some of it I will. Just leave me alone. That's actually why I stopped going, Gemma. That's why I stopped going live for almost maybe over a year because I was just tired of the bullshit on here. You just can't. I mean, if if people knew half the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, they would have a different perspective on things. But a lot of people won't say anything. A lot of people will, a lot of people won't. So, but you screw around with me and be careful. Be careful what you wish for because you might get it. This little old lady, which is funny to me because I know a few other people in here that are the same age as me, but they're never called little old ladies. What, Gemma? No, I know I'm not. People like to say that. No, and I don't feel old either. We've been so busy doing stuff for our house. I mean, buying a new house and living in two places because we go back and forth because of Jason, you got to stop that. You got to stop making enemies on here because I'm not staying away from anything anymore. And people don't like me, they don't like me. And who cares who they have on their panels? You got to stop caring about stuff like that because it's bullshit. You left behind a lot of YouTube scum. But Jason, you have to let go of stuff. And so what if people have, you know what? You have to, hi, Denise, how are you? You have to realize that your friends and your enemies aren't always going to be, friends with each other. And you have to get past that. And if you can't get past that, well, you've got a problem. So, I mean, unless you can't get past people having, because I will have anybody, up here. And you need to get past it. It doesn't mean because someone's your friend that they can't like someone else that's your enemy. But I don't even like to say enemy on here because really we don't know most of these people. It's like you don't know all these people. You don't know them. So you can't really say someone's your enemy and they can't be on a certain panel because you don't like them. That's ridiculous, Jason, as far as I'm concerned. Because that's what makes you, that's why you can't reconcile with your certain people, because you can't get past it. You have to be able to get past it. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but you have to be able to get past it. Hi, sweet wheat. Exactly. Yeah, the thing is, YouTube is YouTube. You can you saying someone's your enemy is ridiculous, Jason. And I don't know if he's still in here, but it is ridiculous because how can you have enemies with someone that you don't even know? You don't really know. I used to get jumbled up in that bullshit too. And I've learned to let, I've always been accepting of you, Gemma. Okay, Jason, I'm not trying to be mean, but you have to sometimes you just have to let things go and let it go. If someone you consider your friend is on someone's panel that you don't like, you let it go. So you have your own panel. Hi, Batty. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. So I just don't think you should fall into that trap, Jason. I appreciate that, Batty. Yeah, because when I was off YouTube and I'll tell you what, I I wasn't completely off YouTube. And I'm not going to say I didn't watch certain streams and stuff. I did, but going live every day, that was that was bad for my health. I was just, I know I was not in a good place. I was, very sick, But I think, when you're stressed out and you don't feel good and you do things, um, or you say things and then later you regret them and you can't unsay something. It's like you can't unring a bell. So, um, that's the thing. And I said some things that I was not really happy with myself about. And did I feel good about everything? I felt good about some stuff in the moment. In the moment, you feel good. And then afterwards, you think about it. And if I hurt anybody's feelings, I would feel rotten about it. I would feel rotten about it. And I know I know I've hurt certain people and certain people that I really cared about. Um, I'm not going to mention their names right now because they probably wouldn't want me to, but certain people. And then there's some people that I don't really care if I hurt them or not. So, but then it's YouTube. So these people um, are not your real life friends. You know who your real life friends are. They accept you for who you are. Um, they're not going to sit there and bash you every other day or sit on a panel and scream and curse and swear and yell and not give you a chance to talk. Um, yeah, that's not a real friend. So I just want, Jason, you just have to let things go. It's ridiculous to just keep going on and on and on. Enemy, friend, enemy. It's like flip flopping back and forth. One day someone's your enemy, the next day they're for one day they're your friend, the next day you see them on a panel that you don't like and they're your enemy. That's ridiculous, Jason. I'm sorry, but that is ridiculous. That's my opinion. You don't have to go by what I say. That's my opinion. Just because someone's on a panel that you don't particularly like people. Look, it took me a while to go into Scott's chat because I'm not going to say, but there was a reason it took me a while, but I'm not going to say. But I went in there. I even joined his membership. Oh, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. I'm a I try to be. I try to be. Whew, it's hot. I'm upstairs in my room. I don't know if it's hot where you guys are, but whew, it's hot up here. And I can still hear that wasp buzzing around in here. How long have I been live? Um, okay, if anyone wants to tell me off, now's the time to come in here and tell me off. Do you have to put it on all messages every time you look at YouTube on here? Because I don't even remember how to do that. Why is that? Why is that? I don't even know how to do that. How do I do that? Oh, I see. Wait. Oh, no. Still don't know how to do it. There we go. I'm gonna have to put it all messages. It just says top messages. What does that mean, top messages, Gemma? Gemma knows. I don't. Um, yeah, but wait, how do you put it on all messages? Mine just says top messages. I don't have to put all messages. Oh, so it doesn't matter because it's always on. To me, no matter what live stream I'm watching, it always says top messages. I don't know if that's different or not. Jason, and I'm going to explain something to you. The reason I haven't given you a wrench in here is because I don't want you to use it with feelings. I want you to use, if you show me that you can be responsible with the wrench, I will give you one. But right now, you you do too much with your feelings, which, you know, it's not because I don't like you, or but I don't want you blocking people willy-nilly, um or timing them out because you saw them on a panel one day with someone you didn't like. That's the only reason you haven't got a wrench in here. Otherwise, you can take my wrench away too, because otherwise I would have given you a wrench. But you know having a wrench is a big responsibility, and um I do not want someone to be blocked in here because they were seen on another panel that someone didn't like. That's why certain people will never have a wrench in my chat. So, uh, but that's the way it is. But I've always been good to you, Jason. Um, and I don't want you to think it's because I don't like you or I don't understand you. I understand you have feelings and you're not getting along with certain people, and that's fine. But if if they do come in here, I don't want them blocked. I don't want them because you don't like them. And that's the only reason you don't have a wrench. And I'm just being straight up with you and honest. And it just it, I'm just doing that for my own good. Yes, yes. And people that still have wrenches, like honestly, people have come in here that when I used to go live that still have wrenches. What's that noise? Is that my stomach? Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. OMG. That was my stomach, if you heard that. Oh, geez. All I ate some eggs this morning. That's it. And not even toast. I just ate some eggs. So that was awful. That was scary. That scared me. It sounded like growling. Maybe it was growling. Maybe it was my ghost. Who knows? I don't really care. Um, so I've been watching a lot of paranormal channels and uh, outdoorsy channels. I watch Hondo's channel a lot. I like his channel is pretty cool. He's pretty chill. Um, so I like going in his channel. Um, but other than that, I watch a lot of outdoor channels, and oh, I've been not drinking pop anymore. I weaned myself up. I was a Pepsi holic. I had Pepsi like I was eating a lot of Pepsi or drinking a lot of Pepsi, and I think that's probably why I put on weight. So now, oh shoot, now I'm drinking iced tea. It's not as I had a dear friend on YouTube who passed away, and I still have her and her different accounts wrenched up. Oh, who was that, Jason? Who passed away? I hate any kind of diet drink. I can't stand Diet Coke. I can't stand Diet Pepsi. I can't stand any kind of diet drink. It just ugh. I can't stand it. I can taste the aspartame or whatever it is they put in to make a diet. I can taste that. And it yuck. Yuck. So I have to think of what I'm going to make my husband for his dinner tonight. It's his birthday dinner. I know we're not going anywhere. We got too much to do. My friend Wonder Woman, she was also named Beachy McFucklestream Stein. Oh, I don't know um that screen name. I've never seen him. I'm sorry for your loss, though. I am. 2002. Wow. 2014. Oh, that's the kind of people you want to make friends with on YouTube is, people that are kind. At least me, you know. I I'm just doing what and there's things that people don't know on here and there's people things I know that probably I wish I didn't know, but there's certain things I will never disclose and there's certain things I will. So you have some real good friends on here. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm just telling you that the reason you don't have a wrench in here is because I know that you find it hard not to hold grudges. And I do not want anyone blocked in here that I don't want blocked. So when I see that you can wrench without your feelings, I will. You even said it in here, Jason. Your enemies, you can't talk to them because they're on someone's panel that you don't like. That's ridiculous because this is YouTube. YouTube is nothing like real life. At least not none of my real life friends are you know care about YouTube. Most of my real life friends don't even know about YouTube. My husband hates YouTube. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. He despises it. I know I went on a panel one time the night before I was having surgery. And he came in here, I don't know how many times, and told me to get off the panel because I was crying. I was upset. And after I got off the panel, he said, "What are you doing this to yourself?" And he's right. Why, make yourself sicker for YouTube people? Uh, no, it'll never happen again. Never happen again. I won't make myself sicker because of YouTube crap. My husband, yeah, my husband. Yeah, he's not scared to say what he's got to say. You embarrassed me that time. Figure skating coach was up there. You were up there. I was up there. That was embarrassing. I was mad at him because he embarrassed. That wasn't the night before my surgery though. I was on another panel the night before my surgery, and my husband came in here and he said, "Hang up on those people. Who cares about them?" And eventually, I think I did, but he was right. Why worry about what people say about you? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I've done it so many times. Like, I'll get mad and say something and I'll regret it. And then after it comes out your mouth, it's too late. Then you've said it. You can't unsay it. And then I'll feel bad about it. And believe it or not, there's been times I've um, said stuff about people on here that because I was mad that I've let it out, and then felt like a total heel because it's stuff that should never be on YouTube, or it's not stuff that you should never use against someone if they told you something privately. So, but you know, yes, that was the night before my surgery. It was on Randy's. It certainly was. And yeah, my husband told me to get the hell off because we had to get up at, I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning because my surgery, I had to be, I had to be at the hospital at 6 o'clock for my surgery because I was like the first one in line for my surgery. So thank you, Jason. But I made it through the surgery. I survived. That was a really intense surgery. I mean, I was in intensive care. I had to get 2 units of blood. It was bad. It was bad. So and I think a lot of times you get sicker when you let things stew and stew and stew, and sometimes it's good to get things out. Get it out, get it over with, and you know, but how many people are in here, Jason? Because I can't tell. It's not telling me how many people are in here. Ooh. I know. You know what? I was still under anesthetic and I was really, whew, I was out of it. I was out of it. I think I was in intensive care then. And I was upset because they wouldn't let my husband stay. They in intensive care, they let your family come in for a certain amount of time, and then you have like between 2 and 4 where they have to leave the hospital, and then they can come back between 6 and 8 or something. Um, but I was upset because I wanted my husband there all the time. I was selfish. I wanted him there all the time. It was boring for him. And I couldn't eat anything because I hated hot. Oh, God, don't even get me started about hospital food. That stuff was awful. That was the worst stuff. And I used to pretend I ate it and I used to throw it into the garbage. Oh, because they would count everything on my tray because they wanted to make sure I was eating. So they would count everything on my tray. So I would actually throw things in the garbage so they would think I ate it. Yeah. And then there was a time I was in the hospital because I didn't think I was going to be in the hospital for a long time. So um, I sent my husband out. I said, get me underwear. I mean, and I don't care because I had been wearing the same underwear for what, since my surgery. So I sent him out, and never send your, here's, you know, word of caution, never send your husband out to get you underwear. He came back with 3X underwear that wouldn't even stay on me. Every time I took it, I put them on because they were clean. Every time I took a step, the underwear would fall down to my ankles. It was awful. And I said, how big do you think I am? He was like, what? And I said, you got me 3X, Terry. And he was like, oh, well, I didn't know. So don't ever send your husband out, even under, not even just the underwear. The pajamas he brought in for me were ugly. Ugh, God, they were ugly. And the underwear was like 14 sizes too big. So, yeah. And at that time, because I was sick, I was losing weight all the time. He was bringing me stuff in that was like 10 times too big for me, you know? So that was my claim to don't ever, like, my cautionary tale, do not send your husband out to get you unless you give him the exact sizes to get and the exact, style you want. Even take a picture of it or show, whatever. Because we were too far from the house to, for him to go home and get me all that stuff. So you had to go to a store and get me that stuff. Yeah, I mean, well, I've been in the hospital like so many times now that I think he knows. He knows. Even same like Christmas. I'm like, he buys me the ugliest. I'm sorry, but he has zero taste in clothes. So I told him, and I don't mean to sound like, you know, ungrateful, but he buys me clothes. He buys me clothes. They don't fit or I hate them. And then I said, just give me money and I will go to the store and I will buy what I like. That way I'll wear it and it's a win-win. And he's like, well, I don't know. And he does it all. He's still doing it. Even though I told him, do not buy me clothes. Do not ever buy me clothes. Buy me jewelry. Buy me, uh, buy me like nails, like a day at the spa. Don't buy me clothes. Just don't buy me clothes. That's all I ask. Don't buy me clothes. And he was like, okay. But it's like talking to a wall. He thinks I want, the thing is, he thinks I want presents, and that's furthest from the truth. I don't. Presents at my age, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, for me, Christmas is for the kids. It's always been for the kids. Easter is for the kids. Um, you know, their birthdays are for the kids. My birthday doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. You know, if I want something, I'll go to the store and buy it. That way I get what I want, anyways. So, and I don't mean to be ungrateful and stuff. I know it sounds like I am, but oh my gosh, you know, especially when it's consistently, that he buys clothes that I won't ever wear, that I don't like, I hate. I used to when we were first married, I used to pretend, "Oh, I like this, I like that," and then never wear it again. Then it would sit in my closet. But now I'll say, "Yeah, I don't like that." So he knows exactly how I feel about certain things. How long have we been live? An hour. Wow. So is anyone else like that too? Their husband buys them stuff and they hate it. Like, I know what I like. The things that I like, he won't get me. Well, he has gotten me like Amazon gift cards and stuff, which I appreciate because you can get what you want in it on it. You can get just about anything on Amazon that you want. So I do appreciate that. But as far as getting me clothes, don't get me clothes. Don't. Do not get me clothes. Or underwear, which he'll never buy me again. I did throw all those underwear, not throw out, give them to the Goodwill because they were just too huge. Yeah, exactly, Cass. And I really, um, come on, it's my age. You think birthdays really make a difference? It doesn't. Hi, Miller. Are you talking about me? They always want something because I don't. I would like my kids and my grandkids to have things, but not me. To be honest with you, not me. Are you in here to cause trouble? Because um, I am not going to put up with it if you are. I don't know who you're talking about. They always want something. Um, well, I don't. I don't want anything. I'm so thirsty. My mouth is dry from talking. I'm not used to this being. How long have I been live? An hour? I'm not used to it anymore. I will get used to it, but I have to be in the groove. I haven't been in the groove for a long time, so I can't believe I used to go live every morning. It's too much for me now. So it is what it is. Wait, let me make sure that's you. That's probably not you because it's got 3 subscribers. So, ah, Gemma, are you still in here? I would have put a link. I would have put a link. I would have, could have, should have put a link up there, but I was kind of scared, nervous about putting a link in my chat um, because, I think it's going to rain or storm here. We've had a lot of rain in the last couple weeks. Crappy weather. I can't wait till my husband sees his birthday cake. I think he's going to love it. So, is there anything else that we need to cover? I just went and looked at his channel and I didn't see. I don't know if that's his channel or not. says 3 subscribers, so I don't know. Well, Nunya went two-faced. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I think I care. So much earthquake going on these days. Hey, Jonathan, do you still like UFOs? Remember when he liked UFOs? That was like his favorite thing. I love that. I don't know if it's Miller. Well, if he says anything nasty, I can just delete him. Because I don't have to put up with that shit. Not on my own channel. And I won't. I guess not much at all. There's not much that has changed, which it has got boring for me. Yeah. I still see I watch paranormal channels. I watch a lot of movies. I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Jonathan, watch The Shack. Good movie. Really good. Well, it's a religious movie, but it's really, 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 really good. It's sad. It'll have you crying in parts, but it's so, so good. I had no idea what kind of movie it was, but The Shack, yes. His little tiny daughter gets killed by a serial killer, and then it's about him and how he goes back to the place where she was killed, and then where he ends up, and he meets Jesus and angels and God, and it's really a good movie. If anybody is religious or likes religious movies, and it doesn't, you don't have to be religious. It's just really good movie. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, it's so sad. Well, it's sad and it's happy because he gets past it, and it's a good movie. It's just a good movie. Yeah, it was sad. I bawled during commercials. I'm like a big baby. What's that? Anyone know anything about Amazon Hall? What's that? What's that, Cass? Good for you, Star Wars agent. I'm laying on my bed because after this stream, I'm going to go lay down and watch a movie and figure out what I'm making for dinner. So I have to make my husband something for his birthday dinner. I don't know what, but I will make him something. Oh, really? What is it? What is it, Cass? Do you want to come up on panel and tell me? Nobody's coming up here. I'm having to talk to myself, and my mouth is getting dry. Cass, would you like to come up on my panel and be the first on my panel today? Jonathan likes coming up on my panel. Something new Amazon came up with. Please tell me what it is. Come up and tell me. It's easier to talk than it is to type. That's why I like being on a panel. supposed to be cheaper stuff. Oh, I like cheap. I'm all for cheap. Cheap is my bag. Loving it. Love, love, loving it. Okay, nobody's talking. Somebody say something, or I'm going to end this stream pretty quick. PDQ. Pretty darn quick. Well, cheaper stuff is my bag. I like cheap stuff. Not cheap made stuff. I like cheaper stuff. We're still looking for stuff for our house. We're looking for. Who said you threatened Wolfman? Oh, well, maybe it sounded like that. Did you say something against him? That everybody should stop following him? Maybe you shouldn't say that. Maybe there's stuff you shouldn't say on here. Maybe there's stuff that you should let people decide for themselves. I'm reading chat, sorry. Well, I call him Scott, so if you said that people should stop following him or people shouldn't, you know, that's kind of a threat. So I do agree with Scott there. Miller, you also said some stuff that I said that I never said. So I'm taking what you say as a grain of salt because you said some stuff that I said that I never said. So it is what it is. Well, that's wrong if you said that because you can't make decisions about that. That's why you'll never get a wrench in here because I know as soon as Scott would come in here, you would block him. And I wouldn't like that. Because, and I don't, nothing against you, but you ain't going to have a wrench over here. Same with Jason. Jason wrenches with his feelings. And I can't give him a wrench right now because I think that he would wrench with his feelings. And you can't do that if you have a wrench. You have to be fair to everybody. And the people I have wrenched up in here, I know can be fair to everybody. Yeah, I'll keep watching him too. I mean, I think, if that's your opinion, that's your, maybe you should make a disclaimer and say, that's my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Um, I think it's got a lot to do with jealousy. There's so many people jealous of each other on here it's stupid. How long have we been live? Where do you see how long you've been live? How come I can't see it? Doesn't it say on here? Let me see. It used to. Let's Thank you. Am I on StreamYards? Why doesn't it say? Didn't it used to say how long you've been live? Because I have no idea. Does anybody know how long I've been live? Because I'm not used to. Oh, I hope I'm not getting COVID again. Because this is how it started before. My throat being sore. Last night I was coughing, getting sick. Ugh. I can't stand sore throats. Ugh. I'm such a big baby. Oh, wow. That's mm, that's that's been a while. I'm not used to going live for that long. I think the last time I went live was for 30 minutes. Well, if nobody wants to come up, then if someone wants to come up, please let me know and I'll put the link in the chat. If not, I'm going to close the stream down. Yeah. I don't know. I was like cough. I had such a bad time last night because after we ate, so that's stupid, Miller. One more smart remark and you're getting blocked. I told you not to do that. I'm going to time you out. Wait, how do I do that? I want you timed out. One of my wrenches, time him out, please. He's being nasty, and I don't like it. It could have been because the shrimp was very spicy. It was so good. Thank you. Thank you, Cass. Because I don't like when people say smart remark because it's wrong. Thank you. That's wrong. That's just wrong. And I'm not going to allow it. This is my channel. This is my party, and I can cry if I want to. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine, Andy. He should stop saying stupid things. Hey, Super. How are you? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just not going to allow Miller to say stuff like that. I'm just thought it's just the way it is. Oh, good for you. Yeah, so last night after we went out for dinner and I ate that shrimp, I came home and I had the worst. Honestly, I had thought I had gone back to sleep and I woke up and I don't know if anybody's had this, but it was like I couldn't take a breath in. And so I felt like I was drowning. And so I started, I had water beside my bed, so I took a drink of water and then I took some Pepto, and because I needed it, I was so sick. And then so I laid down and then I started coughing, and it was one of those croupy coughs, that it comes from your chest. So what kind of it was it was in some kind of, I don't know what kind of stuff, but it was really really good. It was really really good, but it was spicy. It wasn't out of this world spicy, but it was probably too spicy for me because I'm not supposed to be I'm not supposed to be eating any spicy stuff. So yeah, it was probably too spicy for me, but I had to, during dinner, I had like halfway through dinner, I had to say to my husband, we have to go home. And he goes, why? I said, because I'm starting to feel sick. I was starting to feel like how when you feel like you're going to throw up, that the water comes up to the top of your mouth and you're ready to throw up. And I said, I don't want to throw up in here. And I, we just made it home and I threw up everything I ate, everything. So, and that's not the first time. That's a couple times that I've had things. I remember one day, we all went out for dinner and we ate. What did I eat? I ate an appetizer. It was, it was uh, fried pretzels, or yeah, deep fried pretzels with some kind of dipping sauce. And when I got home after that meal, ugh, I threw it all up too. So I have to be careful what I eat. I can't eat certain things, but of course sometimes you want to eat, things that you like, and so you go off track and you eat it. So I don't see um okay. Can someone tell me how many people are in here? I'm trying to see. Is anybody in here? Or am I talking to myself? Um what kind of shrimp was it? I don't know. There's a restaurant near us that like the best shrimp. My husband loves. Okay, thank you, Cass. My husband loves their fish sandwiches, and I love their shrimp. But I mean, usually it doesn't make me sick like it did last night. But last night, woof, woof, that was terrible. Thank you, Cass. I appreciate you telling me. Um, because it says something different on my YouTube and on my phone, because I watch on my phone too, just so I can see. So I wrench up people and stuff. Because I can't wrench people on StreamYards. I can only wrench them in on YouTube. So, anyways, oh, my sister is. I used to, Cass. I used to hate. My parents, my family, my dad, my mom could not get me to eat seafood. Hello, teach my Ash. Who are you? Let me see. Do I know you? It has been, well, actually, I've gone live a couple times. Um, I had to figure out how to do it. And plus, I was really nervous about going live again because I thought everybody's going to say I'm horrible and blah, blah, blah. But now I don't care. So I was like, I don't care what people say. I still have that croupy cough. It's right in my chest. So I just hope I'm not catching COVID again. I swear. Oh, really? Have I been in your lives? Teach my Ash. Wait, have I been in your lives? Let me see. Yeah, it's nice to be able to go on my channel and say what I want when I want, you know, and not be blocked and not be um, timed out or whatever. Not that I've ever been timed out. Actually, Scott's never timed me out. You just listen. Okay. I thought you said you went live, so sorry. I don't know why I'm got this cough. I'm praying it's not COVID again. If it's COVID, I'm screwed because I have a birthday party to go to this coming weekend, and there's no way I can go if there's, a bunch of people there and kids and stuff, because I am not going to, spread it around. Oh, catch a live stream. I thought she meant she goes live. I just went and looked at her channel. I'm like, I don't remember being in her live stream. OGDC folks are still around. No one ever leaves. It's like Hotel California. Yeah. No, they stay in their discords and they stream you, which is what it is. You know, they they stream you in their discords so they don't have to give you a view, which is fine with me. You know. But anyways, folks, I have to go and take care of this cough of mine. I thank you. I thank you all for being in here. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Um, please take care. And I'm sorry if I said anything to offend anyone. I hope not. But I have to make myself clear you know, before anything gets put out there that I don't want put out there, like what Star Wars agent said, because it's just not good. So take care, everyone. I love you all. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. So let me see if I can close this. If I can figure out how to close this. How do I do that? How do I close it? Uh oh. Uh oh.